Hey guys, welcome back to another one. This is Crypto Elite, home to the #1 Theta community. And if you like this content, please like and subscribe to the channel. And you can find me on Theta TV as well. All right, guys, in today's video, we are going to compare and contrast Theta mainnet 4.0 to Polkadot. Yes, there's a lot of similarities and a lot of differences. So we will talk about all those today. So we will start off with it. Once again, the 5 things we're going to talk about is the scalability, transaction, and finality, security, the developer and user experience, and interoperability are the main things we're going to talk about. So starting off, if you've seen this video before or the previous one in this series, we know for scalability, there is unlimited transaction throughput for Theta. So I won't go into that all too much, but we can check out the white paper here, and it says with this update, the Theta blockchain network, in order to achieve potentially unlimited transaction throughput, it's going to be able to scale horizontally. So that is what we can look forward to soon at the end of the year. When we compare that to Polkadot, though, we can see here that it is limited due to the 100 parachain constraint. So that's the scalability. And if we check out a couple different websites here, we can see that is 100% true. I'll scroll down over here. So Polkadot supports a limited number of slots estimated at around 100, which are likely to be added to the system slowly over time. So potential optimization intend to increase this number in the future, but for right now, there's that 100 limit number that we can kind of look at. And why is that? Because Polkadot is more so defined as a layer 0 protocol. So other protocols, they want to build on top of Polkadot, and they're called, parachains, which would be the actual layer 1 blockchain, and they would run in parallel over a common backbone. And as of right now, like I said, they intend to start with 100, and then from there, they can continue to scale if they would like. Transaction and finality time, we just saw that a second ago, 1 to 2 seconds. So we'll check out the white paper once again. So not only unlimited transactional throughput, but 1 to 2 seconds or even sub-second block finalization time, which is pretty impressive. My example is always, if you transfer money from one bank account to another bank account, it takes 3 to 5 days. So something taking 1 to 2 seconds or even sub-second is very, very impressive. If we go over to Polkadot, once again, very impressive. The number they gave here was 60 seconds, but, doing a little bit more digging, it seems like, there's a range. So they have a finality protocol called Grandpa, which you would think is slow, but it's actually quite fast. So it batches blocks based on availability, and then there's a couple more other features behind it, but the expected time to finality is 12 to 60 seconds over here from this website, which is a bit of a range. I see Theta in their white paper, they chose the end of the range, which is fair, it's part of the range. And then they also have a test net called Kusama, and right now they have about 400 validators, and Grandpa is able to deliver sub-second finality. So there's a potential for it to be even faster. So there is a little bit more details out there as far as maybe, 60 seconds is definitely possible, but it could be a little bit quicker as well. So next, let's talk about the security. And the security for Theta, the mainnet 4.0, has each subchain has its own security. So this is based off of a couple features which we'll hit on here soon, but they're going to work towards that full shared security, which is what most of these chains are looking for in the future. And if we check that out, the security analysis, which is 100% true, our Metachain design isolates potential security risks for each individual subchain, which has its pros and cons. So if there is a security risk, it's going to be isolated to that one subchain and not the entire blockchain itself on the Theta ecosystem, which is good. And it's achieved through a couple different methods, and I won't get into that all too much. I want to keep these videos short, but in the future, like I said, they're going to work on full shared security, which is more ideal in case one chain has weak security. Then you don't want that to highlight your blockchain. But through zero knowledge proof rollup enhancements in the future, they're going to work towards full security. Shared security, that is. And if we check out Polkadot over here, the relay chain validates state transactions for all parachains, and shared security can be achieved at the cost of scalability. And that's kind of why, they have, I think, that 100 limit cap as of right now. And then if we check out this website for the security of the network, and this is the wiki.polkadot, on a high level, shared security means that all parachains are connected to the Polkadot relay chain by leasing a parachain slot, and will benefit from the economic security provided by the relay chain validators. And also, most parachains will not need to worry about their own security, since state transitions will be secured by the Polkadot relay chain validator set. However, there are instances where you need the zero knowledge proofs, and that would be something that each one of those own relay chains would be responsible for maintaining and doing themselves. So that is how Polkadot kind of works with their security. So it kind of has, shared security within that relay chain set. So that is the security model, both pretty solid right now. And then let's talk about the DApp, the developer and user experiences. As we know, the Theta is 100% Ethereum compatible. So if you have a Ethereum application, it is 100% easy to just copy, paste that into the Theta ecosystem and blockchain. So it is very, very compatible. And Ethereum, as we know, has all the developers right now. So that is one thing that it does have going for it. The Polkadot, on the other hand, has a different network, a little bit of things here and there is what they're saying. It may create extra complexity for developers and users. I'm not a developer, so I can't 100% comment on that, but it looks, just going to their website, pretty straightforward. Of course, it's not Ethereum compatible, and Ethereum is kind of the gold standard right now. It has its own, native Polkadot compatibility, but it does look pretty easy for developers to go over here. Substrate enables developers to quickly and easily build future proof blockchains optimized for any use case. So it does seem pretty straightforward and easy, but it's not 100% Ethereum compatible. You can't just Control-C, Control-V over to Ethereum. So that makes it a little bit more difficult for, that gold standard. Not that it's hard by any means. And the last little bit is interoperability. Just to keep this video short and concise, it looks like all subchains are connected through the IMC, the interchain messaging channel, and you can see that in the white paper over here. I won't get into too much depth. I'll make a video about this in the future. We can nerd out there. And then lastly, for Polkadot, it is very interoperable as well, definitely within the Polkadot ecosystem. So interoperability is enabled between parachains through cross-chain messaging passing protocol, and is also possible to connect to other systems through bridges. And we can check that out. So parachain messaging is here, and it's very easy for every one of these parachains to talk, communicate, and have that cross-chain interoperability, which is great within the Polkadot ecosystem. Once you start going outside the Polkadot ecosystem, then yes, you need to start using those bridges, which have their pros and cons with the bridges. And I won't get into that there or in this video, but here are, the compare and contrasting between Polkadot and the Theta Metachain. There are a lot of similarities and also some slight differences as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one.